Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you 10 things in Canada that will shock you. It actually shocked me coming from Ghana. So listen and let's know whether you can relate to them or it also comes as a shock to you. The number one is sales tax. Yeah, so I come from Ghana where we do pay taxes, but the taxes are normally calculated and added to the item before the price tag is put there. So whatever amount you see on the price tag is what you are paying. And then I get to Canada, going to a shop to buy something. I saw the price and I thought, yeah, I can afford this. Only to get to the point of payment and I'm told that you have to pay this, and I'm like, no, you are mistaken, you are getting it wrong. The price tag was this. And the man starts to laugh and say that, oh yeah, I struggled with that when I came into Canada and you too. So the price you see on the tag actually excludes the tax. So it is at the point of payment that the tax element is calculated and added to the price of whatever thing you bought. Okay, so when you go out to buy something and you see the price tag, you need to add the tax to actually know the price you'll be paying for the item. It shocked me. My second shock is, yeah, I knew Canada was big, but I think I underestimated how big Canada is. So Canada stretches 3.8 million miles. Yeah, and to understand this, UK can fit into Canada 40 times. 40 times. That is how big Canada is. And Ghana, where I'm coming from, can fit into Canada 42 times. So Canada is Ghana times 42. Yes, Canada is really big. You know, in Ghana, to travel from one end to another end, if you are using a flight, it will take barely an hour to travel from the south to the north. But here, to travel from a place like Toronto to Vancouver, it takes over 5 hours, still within Canada. You know, from Accra, Ghana to the UK, it's about 6 hours. So if you have to travel 5 hours by flight and you are still within the country, that tells you how big the country actually is. Yeah, and that brings me to my third shock. Do you know that Canada actually has 6 different time zones? Yes, Canada has 6 different time zones. So, having lived in Ghana all my life, the country just has a single time zone. So nobody asks you what time zone are you in. So the first time I actually had a call with someone and we had to schedule a meeting and the person asked what time zone I'm in, I was confused. I thought once we are all in Canada, I mean it's the same time for everybody, but that is not the case. Toronto is actually 3 hours ahead of Vancouver, all in Canada. All in Canada. So in Canada, when you are calling someone and the person is in a different province, you would want to check the time it is where the person is to know if it's a good time to call. When you are scheduling a meeting, you have to take that into consideration as well. And even when you are traveling, you have to take that into consideration so that you don't miss your meeting because you thought the place is in the same time zone. Yeah. The fourth is how much time you can have on maternity leave. Do you know that in Canada, when you work for a minimum of 600 hours, You can choose between either 12 months of maternity leave or 18 good months of maternity leave. Yes. You can choose to go for the 12 months or 18 months maternity leave. Whew. Coming from a place where maternity leave is just 3 months, to know that here you can actually get 12 or 18 months maternity leave makes me feel like having another baby. No, I'm just kidding. But which mother would not like to have 12 months maternity leave? It actually gives you enough time to take care of your little one and bond very well before you leave the baby to work. However, terms and conditions apply. So you have to know the terms and conditions that come with this maternity leave. The next shock was how long it actually takes to get admission into daycare. Ooh, daycare. Yes, daycare. It can take you over a year to get admission into daycare in Canada. You actually have to go and put your name on a wait list. And then when there is vacancy, they give you a call. What? In Ghana, you just have to go to the daycare to ask if there is vacancy. If there is no vacancy in that particular daycare, you move to the next. And most of the time, you don't need to go to more than 2 or 3 places to get admission into daycare. And you can get it in a day or 2, at most a week. So here, what most people do is when they are still pregnant, that is when they actually go and write the child's name on the wait list for the daycare, so that by the time the baby comes, then their names would have gone a bit further up on the wait list than waiting to have the baby before you go and put the name on the wait list. The 6th thing that shocked me was a subsidy. So you can apply for subsidy if your income is low and you cannot afford something like daycare for your baby. So you apply for the subsidy, and then depending on your level of income, it's either the amount you have to pay is reduced or totally scrapped off. Daycare is expensive because you actually pay per day. However, if you are a low income earner, you can apply for subsidy, and then it's either you get a discount or you don't pay at all. Wow, yeah. So, I mean, in Ghana, nobody cares whether you can afford daycare or not. You decide to take your baby to daycare, so you pay, and there's no public daycare. All daycares are private, so you have to pay. You have to pay for it. If you cannot afford, then probably you get somebody to take care of your child for you while she works. The next thing that shocked me is the credit system. So yes, I was already aware that there are credit cards in Canada and you normally buy with them and pay off at the end of the month. Now, what I didn't know is that you can actually go into a shop and buy something, and then they spread the payment for you. So you leave the shop with the item without making any payment at all. I was shocked. When I came and my phone wasn't working here, so we needed to get a phone for me, and I was thinking, oh, let's get one that is affordable and my husband said we should get one that is good. We should get a good one. So I was like, no, we cannot afford this. And he told me that, oh, we don't have to pay it all at once. So even with that, I thought we were going to make some payments on that day, but we actually didn't have to make any payment at all. And I'm glad I got a good phone, because that is the phone I am using to record this video. Yeah, that is the phone I am using to record this video, thanks to the credit system available in Canada. Because I couldn't have afforded to pay this out of my pocket like we buy things in Ghana. In Ghana, you need to have money to buy it. Without the money, you can't get it. Without the money, you need to pay for things. So anything you see people with are things they have actually bought and paid for. The next thing that surprised me was when we actually go out for walks and things, and then you see things outside by the roadside, like mattresses, like sofas, like anything, TVs, fans, and all that by the roadside. And then I'm asking, what are these things doing here? And then I am told that people have put these things here so that anyone who needs them can take it. Really? Yeah. So in Canada, when people have no use of their items, they can just leave them outside. Sometimes they add a note like, feel free to pick it or help yourself. And then anyone who needs these items can pick it. Actually, where we live, we have a free store inside where if any of the tenants have things they do not have use for, they donate them to the free store, and anyone who needs it goes there to pick it for free. It's a free store. Yeah, I had never heard anything like that, so I was shocked. My last shock, I still don't understand. Yeah, you see, initially spoke of how big Canada is. So I don't understand the sizes of the rooms here. Canada is big. But why are rooms in Ghana bigger than rooms in Canada? I still do not get it. Canada is big, like big enough to have bigger room sizes. But the average room here in Canada is not as big as the rooms we have in Ghana, especially the bedrooms. I don't get it. And then the number of washrooms, in Ghana, an average 2-bedroom house would have 2 washrooms. But here you can have a 3-bedroom house with just a single washroom. And I don't know why. I actually do not know why. And the other thing is, the doors inside the house do not have locks. So as the external doors that have locks, but the ones inside, like the bedroom doors, do not have locks. I don't understand why I cannot lock my bedroom. Or Canada, make me understand why I cannot lock my bedroom. Anyway, these are the things that shocked me as a newcomer in Canada. Let me know whether you can relate to these things, or these things are similar to things you have in your home country, so they do not come as shock to you. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you have other different things that came as a shock to you that I did not mention in this video. Kindly leave that in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your time. Bye.